Hi, it's Vicky. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to help you release off 3 hamstrings in your hips with YIN Yoga. So we're going to stay pretty quiet today. I'm not going to be cueing that much just to get you into it, because the idea behind YIN is that we really go into the meditative side. We slow down and kind of tune into our bodies. So we'll be holding everything for 3 to 5 minutes. So if you've got some props, bowls are really helpful, or some pillows. Otherwise, anything you've got, jumper, blocks, 2 blocks if you've got them, and also a strap. So you don't actually need a strap, you could just use like a jumper and then work it around as a strap, but the strap's really helpful. We're going to get started lying down in Supta Baddha Konasana, so lying butterfly. When you're ready, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together, and then you've got 2 blocks here. You can place them underneath the knees on the high end or the low end, or just stitch them if you don't need them. And then placing your bolster behind your back here, letting your knees roll out to the sides as you open the hips, and then just gently lifting your back down onto the bolster here, and then letting your arms come out to the sides, palms face up. And take a moment here to scan the body, noticing where your breath's at, noticing any shifts in the mind. So part of YIN Yoga is to really quieten down that inner chatter. And often when we're still, that inner chatter naturally can come up. And the idea behind YIN is that we let these thoughts just drift in and out. We slow down the body, and eventually the mind will follow. If you like, you can close the eyes here, and then just soften through the shoulders, the chest, soften the breath. Soften the gaze, and allow the hips to soften. And if you haven't already closed your eyes, maybe you can invite some eye shut here to allow yourself to go a little bit more inward. Letting the eyes relax. Two rounds of breath. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. In your own time, you're going to bring the knees together by bringing your hands underneath the knees, draw them together here. And then let yourself rock over to the left. Using your hands, support yourself as you come up here. Come to a seated position. And then from here you can extend your legs both long to start. You can move your blocks out of the way, they'll be handy soon. And then just placing one foot to the outside of the knee, and then just keep walking that foot right out to the side so you can cross the knees. And then from here you're going to feel quite a deep stretch into the hips. So take it easy, go about 50%. So in yin we don't want to be pushing too hard. The body is relatively relaxed, so letting go of the muscles, getting into the fascia and the tissue here. And to relax a little bit more, you can bring the bolster in front of you if you like. And then from here, fold it a little bit and allow your heart to come forward so you can relax your head. So the idea is that we let the forehead relax, bring the head a little bit lower than the heart. So making sure that you get really comfortable first before you come to find your stillness here. And then slowing down the breath. If you need to wriggle around, take any adjustments, you can do that. It's okay. There are still no rules. Okay. So if your foot's getting sore, you can bring something underneath it. And then just again relaxing through the shoulders for these last 5 rounds of breath. One more full round of breath here. Full exhale. Then making your way up You can release the bolster just for a moment. And then from here, the bottom leg, bring that to an angle and then work the feet away from you. And then you'll stack your knees here. You might want to lift your hips up just a touch or so. We're going to get more into those hips. And again, when you're ready, you're going to fold down so that you can take your head a little bit lower than your heart. So you can really calm down here. You can bring a bolster underneath, a bolster block underneath the bolster here. And if it's too much, if your hips aren't reaching the earth yet, you can just take your hands to the outsides of the soles of the feet, give them a little squeeze, or even just rest yourself up. You can push yourself up onto the fingertips behind the back there. Otherwise, folding forward when you're ready. Allowing that breath to soften, the shoulders to soften, facial muscles to relax. Allow the hips to soften. Surrendering that heart a little bit closer to the earth. Taking 2 more rounds of breath here. And finding your way up. Go slow. And taking the top leg, releasing the hips. If you would like to take a little windshield wiper here, you can bring the feet out wide in front of you, draw the knees side to side. Or if you'd like to just take a rebound in stillness, you can just bring the feet in front. Let yourself melt over your legs here. Feeling into any sensations. Long exhale. And then coming on up. Nice and slow, easy does it. Bring that bolster away and then just cross the bottom leg. You might want to come up onto the knees just to bring your hips up a little bit higher. And then again, in our cow face pose, you can either have the hands just resting on the feet here. Otherwise, folding forward with me. And allowing your head to soften down. Again, you can use any props of your choice. maybe a block. Anything you've got here, just allow those hips to soften. Allow your forehead to be supported to something. And at some point you might be able to release the bolster away or the blocks away. Allow yourself to just really come into it. Completely soften down. Then winding yourself up. And we'll come to the other side. Extending the leg that you didn't do before straight. And taking the opposite foot to the outside of the knee. And then just keep walking it across so that this knee eventually kind of sits on top of the other one. And then you can use your bolster or blocks or just allow yourself to melt forward, up to you. So in your own time, coming forward, allowing the heart to melt down. You might want to make a little cuddle buddy here with the bolster. And again, just allowing everything to soften, so letting the shoulders relax, the jaw to soften, the hips to soften. Allowing any thoughts to come in and leave. If you notice that your mind is becoming busy in the stillness, accepting that that's you without altering anything, noticing it, noticing if you've become distracted, allowing it to be part of you without altering. And then tune into the body sensations. Feeling into your body. Relaxing into your body. Two more rounds of breath. Full inhale. 2 more rounds of breath. Working your way up, supporting yourself with your hands. Releasing the top knee. You're going to find your strap or your blanket or jumper, if you've got one, anything that you can take around the sole of the foot with a little bit of length. And then from here, extend one leg straight, placing the sole of the foot around the strap. You can tug on the strap here. And then activating your core a little bit, sliding yourself down onto your back. And just reach your foot up to the sky for a moment. You'll feel quite a big stretch into the hamstring. And then from here, you can take the hands either side of the strap. Relax down through your shoulders. You can push the heel up a little bit towards the sky and even activate into the quad a little bit. Just for maybe 2 to 3 rounds of breath. And after that, we're just going to fully relax. So this activation at the front helps to release off through the back of the leg, especially if you are a runner or you do lots of exercise. This can get quite tender. And when you're ready, just going to release the leg, so keep it nice and floppy now. And then you can just let the weight of gravity kind of let the leg drift down. You can have a slight grip onto the straps. Making sure that you're releasing off any massive amounts of gripping. And then soften the face. Soften the eyes. And soften the leg. Two more rounds of breath. And taking the strap into the opposite hand as a leg that's up. And then just letting that leg drift across the body. The foot might meet the floor. If it doesn't, you can always bring a bolster underneath it. And then from here, you're going to feel quite a deep stretch, probably lengthening across the hip and the OT all the way down to the ankle maybe, and across the foot. And once you're down here, you might want to take the strap into the opposite hand to crease it a little bit across the body here. And then just soften off again, backing off only about 50%. So we really want to make sure that we're getting past the muscles and into the fascia. And this area here is kind of more tendony anyway, so really just to relax this whole leg. And you can choose whether you drift the leg a little bit further up or further away from you. So if you drift it a little bit up, it's going to be even more intense across that IT band. And you can choose whether you have your head up or let it turn away from you as well. Whatever feels good for your neck. We're halfway there. If you'd like to invite your eyes to close now, softening your thoughts, allowing yourself to feel into the body. Two more rounds of breath. Fresh inhale, long exhale. Then inviting that strap to the opposite hand as a leg. You can either bend the knee or keep it straight as you let the leg come back up towards the sky. And then from here, taking both hands to the strap, just letting the knee come outside down towards the armpit area, past the shoulder here, coming into a half happy baby. You can either flex the foot or just leave it floppy and relaxed. And you can either bring the hand to the top of the thigh here, and then allow the hip to open, so we're working into the groin and the hip, upper areas of the hamstring, and the thigh a little bit. Again, just softening through the face, the jaw, the neck, shoulders. You can release a little bit of the grip, maybe taking the hand around the foot if you like, if that feels better for you. Allow you to go a little bit deeper. Two more rounds of breath. And from here, releasing the strap, extending that foot long, and hugging the other knee in. Take the strap around the sole of the foot and start to extend that leg up towards the sky here. And we'll do exactly the same thing to the other side. So it should feel really nice in your hamstrings. Hopefully you feel a bit more lengthened in that leg that's extended, relaxed. This area of the body, the muscles are quite shallow, so we want to be careful to not overdo it. So again, just 50% effort. It's all that's required, less is more. You might want to squeeze into the quad a little bit to release off through the back of the leg if that feels good for you. Remembering there are no rules. And relax through that extended leg. Both legs now can relax. Letting gravity do most of the work. You can soften your eyes to close if you wish. We'll take 2 more rounds of breath. When you're ready, you're going to take that leg across the body. Bring the opposite arm out to the side if you like. I feel a little click or so there. And if you are near a wall, you can invite the wall to just push away a little bit or move further away from the wall. And then taking the strap wherever you like, so you might want to bring it to the opposite hand to relax down more. And tune into any sensations throughout the body. Allowing both hips to relax down. Getting this juicy opening, really nourishing for the IT band. Gentle but so important. We'll take 2 more rounds of breath. We'll take 2 more rounds of breath. And taking this strap, if your belly is rumbling, it's pretty much just your body actually coming into your rest and digest. So don't worry too much, actually it's a good thing. It means that your body is relaxing. And then from here, hugging your knee just to the outside, bringing it down towards your shoulder here. And you can take both hands to the strap, give a little tug. And you don't need the strap, you can bring the hand to the outside of the foot if you feel quite flexy today. Just, again, less is more, especially in yin. So making sure that the shoulders are relaxed. And if you like, you can bring the opposite hand to the hip. Allowing any thoughts to soften. Listening into your body. Invite your eyes to a gentle close here. Two more rounds of breath. And then taking the strap away, I'm going to finish off with Shavasana. If you like, you can bring the bolster underneath your knees. This really just lets the back kind of relax a little bit more, takes any pressure out of the lower back. And then splay the legs out, allow the arms to drift out. If you've got an eye pillow handy, definitely place it over your eyes. And just allow the whole body to relax. Perhaps the most important shape of the day. Letting the body receive the benefits. Letting the mind slow down. The body slow down. And rest. Rejuvenate. Namaste. finding some movement, your fingers and your hands. When you're ready, maybe squeeze in the hands, bring back some life. And then just let the body stretch. Rolling yourself onto one side. And we're all done, so I really hope that helps you release off through your hips and your hamstrings. Great one to do at the end of your day. I want to thank you again so much for watching. Namaste.